Okay, I'm here with Dustin Bounce, and Dustin, just 2 weeks ago, you traveled to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, to compete in what has started to become one of the more prestigious archery events in the nation, and that's the shoot put on by Lancaster Archery. Let's talk about that.
It's a fantastic shoot. Anybody that is thinking about going, they should go. It's one of the cleanest run shoots that I've ever been to, one of the funnest shoots I've ever been to. It's up and close and personal to many top archers in the world, and they run a very, very awesome shoot there.
And while there were, what, nearly 1,000 shooters or over 1,000 shooters that participated, yes, you did more than just merely go to the shoot. You actually progressed through the ranks quite a ways, correct?
Yeah, I did make it through some shoot downs to make it to 16th place, and got a little bit of money there, and that was very helpful. And
Doug, if I may interrupt you for just a minute, this here is Rusty's bow, and I noticed some things at Lancaster that could probably help him out a little bit.
And what's that?
Well, if you watched Rusty shoot, Dustin shoot, he put a lot of the front end torque on, which technically I like to coach out of a shooter. And that might come from, as a child, gripping the bottle a little too tight, or maybe the teat. But what you need to do with the bow is you need to hold it like a baby bird. And that baby bird you want to live, Dustin.
you do?
Yeah, you don't want to kill the bird. And you were trying to kill the bird in the shoot-off. I noticed that with Danny McCarthy. When you were shooting against him, you were trying to kill the bird, and you were squeezing it. And some of your shots, as John Douglas pointed out, they were kind of weak. You kind of come back and you come forward. You're trying to kill the bird.
Well,
okay. Well, thank you, Delmar, and I'll finish the interview here with.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
I don't mean to
yeah,
interrupt.
that's no problem.
If you wanted to be pro shooter and you wanted to win, then maybe I had a couple of tips for you that could help you progress maybe past 16.
Oh, just a second before I get back to Dustin. How did you perform at Lancaster?
That's not important. You ever see basketball coaches? They're short and white. They're not big basketball players. They don't go out there and slam dunk. No, they put teams together, Doug. I know where you're going with that, but that's not the point.
Okay. All right. We'll finish things here with Dustin, and we'll move along.
Sorry, I don't mean to get testy. I got white lightning in me.
Okay. Very good. So as we
Doug,
were,
are you done with me?
Yeah, we're done. We're done with you,
Yes,
Delmar. Thank you for your tips and on how to grip the bird. Okay, Dustin. Before Delmar provided his tips here, we were talking about how you not only went to Lancaster, but you progressed through the ranks. And let's talk about that. First, let's tell the folks how the program is run. How it's a little different than most tournaments in the way that it's scored with the shoot down and how it's scored. Let's talk about that.
Well, the first day you got to qualify, and they take top 64 in the pro division, and then the second day you're paired up and matched up with like a bracketed style shoot, and you shoot down to make your way through the ranks to whatever place you can shoot the best at.
And how'd that end up for you?
I ended up 16th place, but that was the best I could do on that day, and that's about as far as I could go.
But that's still some fantastic shooting when you're talking about 1,000 plus of the very best shooters in the country, because this isn't a little tournament that's ran in a small shop. There are actually archers there from around the world, correct?
Yes, there is, and they are top archers. They are the top archers in the world.
Very good. So how did you feel when you found yourself in that final 16? What was that like?
Well, honestly, you got to learn to shoot with your underwear in your throat, in your head, and your butt.
And what's the next accomplishment, or what's the next big tournament you're going to be traveling to?
The next one I'm going to is Louisville, Kentucky.
And that will be the indoor nationals for the National Field Archery Association, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, well, good luck.